Thomas Heath is being remembered as a man devoted to raising his granddaughter, the same teenage girl who police say killed him. Good evening once again. Police are still trying to determine what triggered the murder in Buffalo last week.
17-year-old Alexandria Heath and her boyfriend, 19-year-old Romain Jourdan, went before a judge today. Prosecutors say that they beat and stabbed Thomas Heath, and he died. This happened on West Ferry Street last Friday. This case now is headed for the grand jury, and tonight the victim's friends are speaking out for the first time. They tell 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ed Riley that Heath was having a hard time keeping his teenage granddaughter under control.
I'd sit over there, he'd sit over there, Bill sit here. We would all be watching the movie.
On a regular basis, members of the Seven Seas Sailing Center in Buffalo gather for movie night. But there is now an empty chair, a stark reminder of how longtime member and close friend Thomas Heath was murdered last Friday in his home.
And I'm going to miss those nights.
Devastated. Devastated. He did not deserve this.
Police charged Heath's 17-year-old step-granddaughter Alexandria and her 19-year-old boyfriend Romain Jourdan with second-degree murder. And friends are stunned because they say Thomas Heath was working hard to provide for the teenage girl.
But he cared for her like his own child.
I've never even seen him upset.
Because of the ugliness of the crime, these friends wanted to speak out to defend Thomas Heath's reputation.
An exceptional, unprecedented person. I've never met anyone like that in my entire life.
Heart as big as the sun.
Besides working long hours as a pipe fitter, Thomas Heath spent 25 years with Seven Seas and was an active instructor.
It's an irreplaceable loss to the club.
Heath was also trying to raise his step-granddaughter, but there were signs that the teenage girl was causing serious problems for her step-grandfather.
She would frequently just turn the phone off on him, so he couldn't get a hold of her. He couldn't find her.
The landlord for the property, who was also a fellow sailor and friend, said Alexandria and her boyfriend were suspected of stealing from Thomas Heath, breaking into other apartments, and causing problems for tenants.
They moved because of his daughter.
As the prosecution moves forward, these friends are now looking for a way to remember a special friend whose murder has left them heartbroken.
Nobody wants to say goodbye to anyone.
Before their time.
Friends before their time or any time. It's hard enough, but this is even harder yet.
Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.
For the Buffalo